Who couldn't use some entrepreneur motivational speeches? Business is tough. Life is hard enough. We've all been there, wondering if what we're doing is worth it. Doubts about our efforts' impact. But we must always move forward. This is a life lesson I learned early. As a youngster, I recall learning to ride a bike with my uncle and father. While learning to cycle, I fell off a few times and sliced my knee rather badly. I just wanted to leave and go home at that moment. My family encouraged me not to quit now. I was almost there. Just try it again. You've probably heard it before. So, I rode my bike again. I didn't want to, but you had to push through and face your fears. This was the first time I rode that bike solo. Then, I was glad I continued going and didn't give up. That probably wasn't the motivational speech you expected when you clicked on this page, but it shows how much we can achieve when pushed by others. Here are some of our favorite motivational speeches, since we know how much more you can do with a little additional motivation. So, let's jump into it. Will Smith, Pursuit of Happiness. This famous motivational speech from the 2006 film Pursuit of Happiness depicts Will Smith and his kid playing basketball. It is regarded as one of the best motivational talks. At the beginning of the video, you'll see Smith's son, his actual son, Jaden Smith, playing with a basketball and exclaiming, "I'm going pro." After hearing this, Smith tries to lower his son's expectations, stating that he never excelled at basketball and that his son should not expect to either. Smith realizes that his son is plainly disappointed by this remark. Smith then declares, "Don't ever let anyone, not even me, tell you that you can't do something. If you have a dream, you must protect it. Go get it if you want it. Period."
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me.
This motivational speech is unique. Despite the fact that both Will and Jaden Smith are actors, they are still father and son, and this scenario depicts their own family relationship. It's a brief motivational speech, but it's one of the best motivating talks we've ever heard. Al Pacino, Any Given Sunday. Next on our list is Al Pacino's statement from the American football thriller Any Given Sunday. This classic motivational speech truly gets your blood pumping, ideal for seeing before facing a challenging day. The motivational speech hinges around the idea of inches being so crucial in American football, despite the fact that we have a tendency to disregard them. He discusses the various ways in which his squad may acquire an advantage over their opponents, even if it is only an inch at a time. When we add up all those inches, he says, that's what makes the difference between winning and losing.
And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch.
This idea is applicable throughout life. Those that go the additional mile are more likely to succeed. And while you may not see it at first, as Pacino points out, it is the total of all the small things that leads you to triumph. Motivational speeches like this one give you a boost when you need it the most. Steve Jobs, 2005 Stanford Commencement Speech. Next on our list of the finest motivational speeches of all time is Steve Jobs, one of the driving forces behind the success of computer behemoth Apple. In his 2005 Stanford Commencement Speech, the former Apple CEO delves deeply into his personal experience as an entrepreneur, speaking candidly about the challenges he faced and how he overcame them. During this iconic, motivating speech, Jobs discusses how he was a college dropout at the time, and how it was one of the most crucial moments of his life. Why? He stated that he dropped out of college in order to take classes in which he was actually interested, rather than studying areas in which he was not deeply interested. Calligraphy was one of the classes he took after dropping out. The excellent standard of handwriting compelled him. To some, this may appear to be an odd choice, but he relates the expertise he received from that lesson to the font choices he installed on Apple machines. Jobs would not have cared so much about fonts if he hadn't attended that calligraphy class, but Apple was the first firm to have different typefaces in its operating systems. You can't connect the dots if you're looking forward. You can only do it if you're looking backwards, he continues. So, you have to keep moving forward and hope that the dots connect in some way. The main point of this well-known motivating speech is that we are continually learning. We're continually learning new things and expanding our knowledge. What we choose to do with that information is what truly defines us. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life, Jobs urged. Matthew McConaughey, University of Houston speech. Matthew McConaughey's commencement speech at the University of Houston is next on our list of inspiring speeches. During his speech, the Oscar-winning actor makes several important points, but one that stood out to me was how he described joy as a constant approach. Joy is always in process. It's always under construction, McConaughey added. He discussed how he used to judge his performance based on measures that he thought were essential to him, such as the number of Academy Awards he earned or the amount of money his films grossed. But it wasn't until he resolved to concentrate on the entire process of making a film and love every aspect of it that he discovered actual success in those measures. It turns out that when he did things one step at a time and actually appreciated his profession, things just fell into place. Create your own definition of success. Find out what you want to accomplish and enjoy the entire road, not only the high parts, but also the bad points. Matthew McConaughey delivered one of the best motivational talks in recent years. Sylvester Stallone, Balboa speech. Rocky Balboa, as portrayed by Sylvester Stallone, is a well-known character recognized for his bravery, hard work, and determination. Stallone delivers one of the most powerful, motivating speeches of all time in Rocky Balboa, the sixth film in the Rocky trilogy. "The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows," Stallone says at the outset of his motivating speech. He then discusses the importance of hard effort and dedication, emphasizing that it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take.
This motivational message is particularly relevant to me as an entrepreneur. There will be challenges along the way to success, but as Stallone puts it, it's all about how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Remember this when you're facing adversity. Victors never give up. This is one of the most famous motivational speeches of all time. It's frequently used in motivational speech mashup videos on YouTube or even Spotify. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Future 10s, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.